Welcome. Well, good morning. I am Thea Fuson. I'm a coach, a consultant, and a community builder. And my journey to this space today really started with this dangerous habit I have, which is to dare to dream. From a child growing up in a chaotic and violent home and into my own abusive and toxic relationship, I had to believe that things could be different. And then in a wonderful experience overseas, I began to be introduced to a God of relationship by people who were willing to come around me, to hear my story and to share with me theirs. And when I moved back home and started a career in nonprofit management and started going to church, I started to look at my skills, my talents, and my gifts and said, what if there's something different for me too? And so I entered vocational and pastoral ministry. I got to be a part of a church plant and watch God create something out of nothing over and over again. Not just by what God was doing, but by people willing to come and be a part of it, to share their story, to be willing to be brave and courageous and try something new and discover the talent and the passions inside of them. And I got to lead teams, to start new ministries, try new things, learn how to communicate, and even take some of those new and innovative ideas to struggling and dying churches, hoping to bring a little life, a little hope, a little inspiration, a little trust that God had more for them too. And after about a decade of fruitful and transformative ministry by doing real work with real people, God began to stir in me that maybe still there was something new. Maybe I could dare to dream, to reach beyond the sanctuaries and the pews to the people, where they really are in their daily lives, with their families, just trying to make it through. And after podcasting and publishing a book, hoping that would feed that need, again, this dream grew to say, what if there was something more? And in July of 2025, I stepped out of my vocational pastoral ministry career so that I could try and discover where this dream was leading. And today, it's offering coaching, one-on-one conversations with real people and what they're really dealing with. Mostly in their business, but life gets in the way. And just talking through what are they really after, pouring in encouragement, confidence, shared hope as they dare to dream and bring that bold vision to reality. It's also consulting small teams, organizations, faith communities, as they also look at where they are and dare to dream about somewhere new. What's next and how do we get there? But my most exciting adventure in this new era is to build a community, a space for women to find connection, encouragement, and accountability for whatever they are facing in life. Whether they are just entering the scene or an established leader still looking for more meaning and more beauty and wanting people to come alongside them. This group will gather regularly. It'll offer small cohort learning circles where we can share what we know and encourage one another to continue to grow. And peer-to-peer mentorship and accountability. Not to tell you you're not doing what you're supposed to, but to point out all the ways you are already shining. It has been this Pearland community of entrepreneurs, innovators, and small business owners that have offered me the most encouragement, inspiration, and really just applause as I dare to continue to dream and step out to bring that to reality. And so I'm really excited not only to share this journey with you, but also to continue to dream together and see where that may lead. Thank you.
Who's your ideal client?
Somebody raise their hand in the back.
You mentioned podcasting?
Yeah.
Where do you do that?
Yeah, so I started a podcast, She Leads, a space to talk about leadership, faith, and relationship from a woman's perspective. And I started that with Carolyn Podcast Studio with Raul, and William was a part of helping that come to reality. That was one of the first places that I shared a wild and crazy dream, and nobody told me I was crazy, but instead said the world needs to hear what you have to say, and we're here to come alongside. And so I always tell them that they're the dream factory, because they really make those dreams come true. And so, yeah. Thank you.
Put that on my resume.
Okay, Graham, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Where's that located?
Everywhere you can get podcasts.
Okay, no, I'm in like the studio. Where's it?
Oh, right here in Spacious.
Oh.
Yeah, Raul's in the back with a laptop. I'd love to talk to you about that. He's
This was
amazing.
not planned, guys. That was not planned.
Right,
So
now
who's your
your turn.
ideal client?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah, so I used to teach CrossFit. I used to coach CrossFit, and I did not grow up doing athletic things. And we would get a lot of college athletes, who now like, I'm just trying to stay healthy. And then every now and then, mostly women would come in and be like, I ain't never done this before. And those were my most favorite people to work with, because they needed just someone to say, you can do this, to open the door and let them find their strength. And that's really my ideal client, is someone who, it's not that they don't believe in themselves, it's not that they're not successful, but just really looking to find their strength and looking for someone to come alongside and offer encouragement. That's really my call. Yes?
Where do women find out about this group that you are leading, and when do you meet and where do you meet?
Yeah, so we are in the forming stages, so I am gathering women now who want to be a part of founding this, because it's not mine. It's yes, it's my vision, and I believe that it's what I'm called to do, but I know it's not supposed to be the Thea show. And so right now we are gathering to talk about what it is, to get really clear on our mission and shared goal. You can contact me directly. I also have an Instagram page at Take Heart Community. You can start to follow there, and that will be keeping some updates. But if you are interested in being a part of that, you can talk to me directly. I do have a meeting on Friday morning. You're welcome to attend.
So I have a question. So is this program that you're doing, is this a free program? Is it, is it a community free program, or is it a paid program, or will there be different options, or how do you see that working? Or
Right
when
now,
it's working, how do you see it?
yeah, right now I see it subscription based, so a monthly fee that gives you access to the community and the people and the connection. Not only that there's some buy-in, right? There's some skin in the game. I think we actually value things that we pay for a little bit more. But there's also going to be sponsorship opportunities. I also envision a network of women-owned businesses that can be, preferred vendors and kind of create some connection spaces there. So there'll be options for that as well.
So when you say sponsorship opportunities, is that going to be where businesses could sponsor someone's membership for a given?
Yes.
We'd love to do that when we get to that.
I love it. I love it. Great.
I have a question.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you're currently facing?
Courage. Just to be really honest, courage. This is brand new to me. So just finding that courage. I've been praying a lot for confidence, and just recently I just threw that away and said, okay, just give me courage. I'll just do it scared. So yeah, just the courage to.
Well, you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you. To share with people, sometimes I run into people like, what do you do? I'm like, because I've said pastor for 6 years, and so, which everybody knows what that means, but to try and explain that I'm trying this new thing, I'm still growing in confidence in that. So the courage to just do it scared.
Yeah,
It's there.
Thank you. Hi, yes.
Have you ever heard of the school platform? And, or school communities?
SKO.
Okay.
Because when you started saying community, I was like, oh, I wonder if she's on school, so I was looking.
I just
for-
saw an ad for
and I
that,
didn't
yeah.
find you, and I didn't find you on school, so
Yeah.
I was just asking if you've ever considered
Okay.
using a school platform.
Well, let's talk after. I'd love to hear more about that.
Sure.
I saw an ad pop up.
It's just a school, it's a platform for community builders, like I have a community on school,
Okay.
where I have, do training stuff, but I mean, there's a lot of people that do consulting, I mean, there's a school for everything.
It's online platform.
It's an online
Plus, the community.
I love it, thanks.
Any other questions for Miss Thea?
How are you currently marketing?
Relationally. So I don't have a marketing degree. I'm not super comfortable in that. I know I have to grow in that area, but I also just looked and said, what is my natural gift? And it's relationships. So that means growing slowly, but more strongly. I'm okay with that because it's more authentic to me. So right now, I'm really just focusing on my relationships, meeting new people. I want to hear your stories. I want to not necessarily, like hear my next pitch, but like maybe you know somebody. Maybe you could, connect me in that way. I'd rather grow that way. But also, again, growing in the courage and confidence to post something online.
Yeah.
Because I know that's more of like we want to validate you. You want to know that you actually exist. It's not like, I think it should be, for me, it's like a tier 2. But here's some more information, or here's some, it's real, not just me talking about it.
It's good. I was gonna say, that's good, because somebody once told me it's not what, it's who.
Yeah.
You have an issue, a challenge that you need to solve a problem in the business. It's usually not what can I do, it's who. Like, who can help me? Who do I have in my network? Yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah, no idea.
I saw a hand over there that went up and down. No? No? Somebody, you got your question answered? All right.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
With coaching, I know they're a dime a dozen. What are you going to do to set yourself apart from the others?
Yeah, my goal is really to listen and, again, help predominantly women find their strength. And so I don't have the set of answers. I don't have the set of tools that say, here, step 1, 2, 3, you got this. But like, hey, what do you really feel like you need to do? And so really listening to the inner voice, I think that's a gift that women have, intuition for a reason. And so to really encourage and support that and say, you probably know in your gut what you need to do. Let's play that out. Let's talk through that, and then let's find the courage to do that.
Is it all women? Like, I know he asked earlier, and I'm going to space out, but when he said, like, their target market, like, is it all women, or is it, like, women in business, women who are moms, women in a certain age range, or is it all women?
Yeah, so a target market is women, emerging or established, that are just really willing to dare to dream. So willing to say, hey, my current reality isn't working. What can I do differently? Whether that's in home or business or faith or whatever it is, like to say, I need to discover something different, and so to come alongside. The coaching, yes, I focus on women. That's my best client. As far as consulting, again, I like to work with small teams. There's a little more nimbleness. That's what I learned from being a part of a church plant, is that when you are smaller, you are more nimble, more flexible, you can be a little more innovative. And so that's my goal there as well.
Is that something, like, you're trying to figure out, is that, like, intentional? Like, you want to talk to everyone, like, all women? Or is it, like, you're trying, as this grows, you're going to see kind of, like, what it turns into? It's just because I find that, like, women, that's like half of the population, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. So not CEO women. That's not my target. She probably has a lot of skills and training and degrees and not saying that's not willing to work with the CEO, but like that is not what I'm not C-suite. It's more maybe the mid management of like, hey, I've just got into this job, or I've been here for 10 years. Is this it? Is this what I'm doing? What's next? How do I figure out that next step? So those women who are really just looking, what is next for me? How do I dare to dream?
I think that, so we're marketing us by act,
Yeah.
right? So, I think really figuring out specifically, even if it's just like a ballpark of who that woman is, like, and speaking to her directly will really help, because if you're not doing a lot of marketing right now, but you are leveraging your social media or interactions, for you to be able to spot her in a room, right? That would be important. It's gonna save you a lot of time, because it sounds like you're doing a lot of stuff, and I'm sure it's time consuming, right? So then now you're, instead of talking to a big group, you're like looking for the specific person. I don't know if you've ever like created like an avatar and and saying like, this is my target. She does this. This is what her day looks like. This is what until you grow your team, be more intentional about, like, I guess, where you spend your time, because I can imagine, like, it sounds like you're doing a lot of great stuff, but it's a lot of work.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Who goes first?
I know you said that the CEO women are the ones who are really up there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I've known, and they're good friends of mine, and they're very up there, and they make really good money. They need most help. Like, honestly, like emotional. They're friends of mine, but I can't seem to even bring them to some things like this because they will be like, oh no, and they think they're so tough, but then, you know, whenever they confide in me and tell me about certain things, I'm like, man, you need to go.
Yeah.
They would need you more of all, they would need to talk to someone that can bring them down to earth
Yeah.
about how they see life, because they gotta see that their challenges are not, that they're makeable, and they're really good friends of mine, so I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know, like, I'm not saying change always have a focus group, always know what your client is, but I'm just saying, like, they need help, like a lot of my
I
friends,
hear you.
they're good
I hear
people.
you. So
Especially
kind of
what you're doing,
back
they
to
need
the
that.
coaching, experience. Again, we had a lot of people come in who were college athletes, working out their whole life. I couldn't teach them nothing. They weren't ready to learn. They were not ready to be coached. Maybe not by me. That's fine. And honestly, I had first started, I wanted to go into education and work in the school district. But I realized, like, in churches, people at least pretend that they believe in a better way, that they don't have all the answers already. And so I'm looking for women who know they don't have the answers, who are ready and willing to be coached, right? And to say, I need help. And that's not to say that, like, if a CEO says that, I'm not willing to work with her. But I also, it's that coachability, right? That kind of hunger and longing. And maybe they don't know the word coach, they just know, I can't use it for myself anymore. I'm drowning.
Yeah.
I feel like William had his hand up a bunch of times.
I'll go by, I have two quick things. First of all, we have coffee, so let's put it out there into the universe. But the other part is, can you give us an example of the stories that you've collected? What are some of the pain points that those women are having? I think that may help the audience, so that you're willing to walk alongside them.
Yeah, number one is loneliness.
Mm.
Loneliness in a busy world. So this is not, I'm sitting at home by myself twiddling my thumbs. I'm lonely in not being seen. I'm lonely in not feeling courageous enough to bring my whole self. I'm lonely in a team or an organization or a family that's going in a direction I don't understand, and I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to speak up. I don't know how to raise my hand and say, what? So that loneliness is the number one thing that breaks my heart. And probably because I'm there too, right? We're overly busy. We are feeding that hole with technology, and it's not fulfilling. And so to just really come alongside and say, you have a friend in this. You're not alone. I see you. I hear you. My job is to hold space for everything you're carrying. So that's the number one pain point. And hence, that's why I wanted more than just coaching one-on-one. I wanted a community. I feel like I've also met amazing women who I'm always like, you should meet. And I thought, well, let me just raise the tempo and say, here we are. Look at all of us. We're doing it. We're not alone. That's a lie that we have begun, let ourselves believe. Yeah. Yes.
Is there anyone in your industry that's doing this at a really high level that we would recognize, so it adds color to like what you're going for? Because I think of like a Mel Robbins or something. Is that the lane, or?
Actually, so Jenny Allen, if anybody's familiar with her, she runs a women's group. She runs a yearly conference. She hosts, it's an IF conference and an IF table. And so, my vision is to be the progressive Jenny Allen, and that's just to say, I'm liberal enough in my theology, I want us all at the table. And so, so Jenny Allen is kind of like my poster state. Okay. Yeah, that's like, all right, I want to be known for in safe theology circles, but also as a coach and a speaker and one who builds community, because she has these, we call them IF tables all over the world. Okay. And that's really the ultimate goal, is that I can start communities and then help others start communities wherever they are. Yeah, I think you answered the question. Yeah.
In your business, what has been one of the proudest moments that you've had?
Well, I have a coaching client, and she serves 2 tiny churches in North Texas, and she's very alone in it. And so just my conversations with her where she feels, I can see her go, okay, I can do it another day, or I started as a preaching consultant or preaching coach for her, but of course, again, all your life comes into it, and so just watching her grow with confidence and grow with assurance that what she has to say is valuable and meaning, and so yeah, just seeing people bloom.
Seeing the evolution.
Yeah, it's really powerful. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. We do have
Yeah.
one last question for you.
Yeah.
So how can we as a community help you?
Yeah, so honestly, tell your story. Be willing to get to know each other and to share and be willing to share who you are. Again, it's the community that I have found in the business, entrepreneurial, innovative space that has given me the courage to do this. I actually think I talked to Will one day. I left a women's entrepreneurial meeting and I saw him like the next day and I said, I can do this. I can do this because I met with 5 or 6 other women who were doing it and were willing to share their story. And so I would just say continue being you. Maybe before you pass a business card, get to know the person, right? Hear their story and share yours because we are all on this journey together. We are not alone. And it's hearing those stories that are going to be really the power that I think keeps us going. That would be my ask.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for allowing me to share.